cut Babin for Branch. I mean, so Branch, they said they see something in him.
Well, you know what? It's part of he flashed. He flashed some good things though. I really can't knock Branch because he did flash some good things. And Clemens, is the Super Bowl guy. So, I mean, but do we have that elite pass rusher? If we use different packages, run a bunch of different guys, yes. But as far as that one guy, no.
No, we don't have that one guy. But how about Chris Clemens? What if he's healthy? I mean, he said he's 100% now. What if he's that guy? He could be a 10 to 12 sack guy.
Well, like I said, he was Mr. Super Bowl, wasn't he? Didn't he get that, fumble recovery and everything in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, he was playing, but he said he missed most of the year last year because of his knee injury.
Once again, can he stay healthy? That's what worries me.
That's going to be the thing, because you know what happens whenever we get these old free agents, they come here and they just, I don't know.
Yeah, some of them think it's a vacation.
Yeah, but that was with the old regime. This is what's his name? Coach Bradley does not let that vacation shit go.
No, he's never going to. I mean, none of them. I mean, that was a total slap in the face, just like what Mojo said too was a total slap in the face. Just like what?
Well, Mojo, I don't care, but a lot of these Jaguar fans I see in the message boards, like a lot of them kiss his ass, and I'm like, screw. Ever since he held out a couple years ago, screw him. Like, I don't care what he does.
You know what I want to see? I know this will never happen, but I want to see Mark Brunell in the middle of Everbank apologize to everybody. Because now he looks like a total fool. Whether he's in the pride or not, for his comment, he looks like a total fool.
He was at practice yesterday. I saw on Facebook.
But I really think during a national game, he needs to be in the middle of the field and apologize to all the Jag fans.
He's not going to do that.
Well, I know he's not, and he's going to be like, well, I served my time. But, I mean, who was he to say that we were moving?
I mean, especially knowing how he lives in Jacksonville, so why would you say that?
The spark media attention, I guess. I mean, the fact that, he's in the pride and everything really irks me. But you know what? He was one of the main reasons why I stuck with, being a Jags fan. So, a Jaguars fan. So, I mean, I originally picked him because I like the color, better than the Carolina blue. But, the main reason when I seen him play, I'm like, you know what? I'm sticking it through and everything. And but what he did really just irks me. It really does. But then again, what Justin Blackman does irks me. I mean, there's certain players that just don't sit right.
I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know what Brunell's going to do. I mean, they love him in Jacksonville. Some people love him, and some people are mad at him. So,
well, I mean, it was just a comment. There was no need for it. There was no need saying, okay, yeah, we're preparing it. Really? I mean, that just didn't make any sense to me. But I'm
if you saw him in person, would you say something to him, or would you?
Of course I would. Of course I would say something to him. I'd be like, "Look, man, you were the to date the best quarterback we ever had, but what you said was wrong." I'd tell him in person. I don't care. I've told big stars before that were wrong, that they were wrong. To me, a person's a person, whether they make $1 million or $2.50, they're still a person.
Well, you don't got to worry about that. His ass went bankrupt.
So, yeah, but but I mean, but as far as I'm going to go back to what Prisco said. All right, I was watching the video and whatnot, and when they were doing the training practices this week and everything. And, he was saying that we should start Bortles, and I believe it. I know you're on the Henny side. I understand. As far as leadership, it would be smart to, run Henny all year. I agree. But as far as getting somebody ready, he had a very valid point. His point was, okay, say Bortles does not play at all this year. That's wonderful. I got a phone call. As you can tell, I'm kind of on a radio show right now. But, say he don't play a lick this year, right? Okay, so now next year he's going to go in with no reps, and it's going to be the same as starting this year.
If Henny has a good year, he's not going to play next year.
So when do you want this kid to play? Like, we drafted him number 3.
Aaron Rodgers waited 5 years.
Yes, but are you trying to tell me that Chad Henne is Brett Favre?
He's not Brett Favre, but if he can play, if he can give us 2 great years, 2 good years, because you got a 2-year deal, he can give us 2 years. I think that would be enough. This will be like a redshirt year for Bortles, and then next year, if he doesn't play, it won't hurt him. Like it does. The thing is, a lot of people want to rush these quarterbacks, which I understand. They're top 5 pick. You got to rush. But back in the old days, they didn't rush them.
But that was a different time and a different place. But I mean,
but how? I mean, if we can get a defense, a great defense, like we know Bradley can bring, and if Gearhart can be the pounder that we think he can be, and we can get a running game, I mean, and you let this offensive line gel for a year or two, and then bring Bortles in, it's better for him.
I just don't see what you're seeing in Chad, man. I think you just got
I like Chad Henne, man. I think he's
I think
great,
you got your teal shades on.
No, I don't. I'm telling you, I like Chad Henne. I liked him last year. I mean, at the beginning of the last 2 years, I was calling for Henne. I did not want Gabbert to even step in there, and I was seeing what they were doing. They were trying to let Gabbert, get his chance. But that wasn't. I mean, just look at the Gabbert situation. They kept pushing Gabbert ahead of him, and Gabbert wasn't better than him.
Yeah, but that was a different situation. He had a bad back.
No, he wasn't. Whoever is the best at camp, if they both play, if they're both practicing right now, and Chad Henne has the offense better and it's running smoother, I'm going with Henne. But if Bortles is out there and performing better than Henne is, then give it to Bortles. But if he's not performing better, no, he shouldn't. He should not be playing.
But how would he? Pick. Honestly, how would he perform better?
How would he? He would be the better quarterback. If he was that great as people are saying he is, he would be the Andrew Luck, come in there and But we don't have Andrew Luck. We have Blake Bortles.
Andrew Luck is so freaking overrated. It's not even funny.
Oh man, we'll agree to disagree on that one.
No, he is over. Let me tell you
2
something.
2 years in a row.
Let me tell you something though. When he played in college, his line was all first and second rounders, man. I mean,
what? You can say the same thing about Alabama. I mean, and their quarterback wasn't a first round pick.
But I mean, he's just overrated, man. I'm sorry.
He's not. He played at Stanford though. Stanford's wasn't a when he was recruited to go there by Harbaugh. They weren't a great school.
Okay, but look at who they had coaching. And then look at his running game as well. His running game really
Gearhart.
Yeah, well, his running game bailed him out a lot of times. And that's funny.
Man. Andrew Luck, man.
That's funny. That's funny you mentioned.
I would take Andrew Luck right now. I mean,
not
come
over.
on.
I wouldn't take him over Blake Bortles.
Are you crazy?
I am crazy. I'm a bit...
I would take Johnny Manziel over Blake Bortles still to this day.
I don't know. I'm not gonna, about because I like Manziel. I do, But if he's like version number 2, then not really. You know what I'm talking about. So
I can't believe you wouldn't want Andrew Luck.
I wouldn't want Andrew Luck. I'm sorry, I wouldn't. I'm not.
And he's been to the playoffs his first 2 years in the NFL.
So I mean, let me tell you something. If you put Andrew Luck with our team the last few years, he ain't going no playoffs. No way, no how.
You got to think though, the Colts, they won one game the year they drafted him, and he steps in, they start winning again.
No way, no how. If you put Andrew Luck back with our line and everything, would he have done much better? No way, no how.
You don't think so?
No, hell no, no way, no way. All right, but anyway, John Alexander Carter, who does the Vols show, told us go Titans, and I told him you're awesome, but fuck you.
My question, I got a question. Okay, how is it that you're going to win 9 games this year with the Jaguars? I'm not saying that the Titans are going to do any better, but what makes you think you're going to win those 9 games? I mean, I understand you play the NFC East, but how do you think the Jaguars are better than the Cowboys or the Eagles or even the Giants?
I think the Giants are terrible. I think the Eagles are the best one in that division. Cowboys are mediocre. They're all beatable teams. It's like last year. Last year we played Seattle, San Fran, and at Denver. There was no way in hell we could beat those teams. I'd rather play the Giants, the Redskins, and the Cowboys.
I'm really worried about the Redskins out of all of them, believe it or not.
Are you kidding me? They have no defense.
Well, I'm telling you, though, man, when RG3 had a viable wide receiver, he was unstoppable. That was the thing. When he went to Washington, he had no one there, and now with having Jackson over there, it's going to change the game. I'm sorry. Like I said,
Jackson, you're talking about a little 5'7", 140-pound receiver
that runs like the wind. Yes, the dude runs like the wind.
I mean, come on, man. I'll put Ball or Blackman on him, and I'm not worried about him. I have Cyprian just knock his ass out one time. That's all we got to do.
Knock him out. Well, then there might be, an issue, but
we'll take a 15-yard penalty.
That's not the right way to play football, man. I like your thinking.
He's going to be 150 pounds coming across the middle.
But if he gets in the secondary, we're not going to catch him. I mean, that's the problem. And I hate to say that. And you know what, John? You can go somewhere with the freaking Titans, all right? No disrespect.
All right, well, last thing I'm going to say, I think the Titans probably will go 5-11 this year, and Jaguars might finish a little bit better, maybe a little worse.
And it's possible with Henny. I'm sorry. I'm not a Henny fan.
I am.
All right, guys. Well, y'all keep doing y'all things and just go Titans as always.
Yeah, you're out of your mind, but go Vols.
See you.
All right, take care.
I mean, you think the Titans are better than us?
No. I never stated that the Titans were better than us.
But do you think Houston? So where do you think we'll finish in the division? First, second, third?
A second.
Wait
a second. If Houston has a quarterback, we could end up second. If Houston,
you know who their quarterback is? We beat them last year, the Titans.
No, I'm talking about the Texans.
Yeah, the Texans. They got the dude from the East Coast that was the quarterback for the Bill, Fitzpatrick. They got Fitzpatrick as their quarterback.
I don't know if they don't really count, discredit Fitzpatrick. He had to work with Buffalo.
Well, we got last year at the Titans, we beat them, and we were terrible.
Well, you got a point there. Yeah, I
think that worst in the division, at worst, we'll go 3-3.
I think that the surprise of the surprise fall of